Well, thank you to my friend and colleague, and thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise today in support of H.R. 1. This administration, the Biden administration, has stonewalled American energy production quite literally from day one. The permit for the Keystone XL pipeline was revoked just hours after Biden's inauguration, and permitting for new oil and gas leases were halted soon thereafter. The results were predictable. Americans endured historically high gas prices, with Floridians paying on average $4.80 per gallon last summer. Government restriction and regulation fanned the flames of inflation already burdening Floridians and Americans at gas pumps and grocery stores. We, as Republicans, have a responsibility to uphold our commitment to America. H.R. 1 will be the cornerstone of fulfilling that commitment to our friends and neighbors in Florida's 3rd District. We will start by overhauling our permitting regulations. This administration has effectively frozen all new oil and gas exploration permits, severely handicapping our ability to fulfill the energy demands of Americans. We can either choose to rely on energy imports from hostile nations and fair weather friends, or we can utilize the vast potential of our energy sector to meet our needs more efficiently and cleanly. Our energy requirements extend to nearly all of our most vital industries, arguably none more important than our agricultural sector, because a nation that cannot feed itself cannot be safe. Essential inputs from fertilizer to gasoline for tractors are directly reliant on the price of energy. Unleashing the power of our energy will keep the cost of businesses low for our producers and prices low at the grocery store, benefiting all Americans. Repealing export restrictions on LNG, liquefied natural gas, will exponentially grow our share of global gas markets. The largest LNG bunker barge, the Clean Canaveral, just completed its inaugural bunkering in Jacksonville, Florida, making the Sunshine State a new hub for natural gas. Floridians stand to benefit greatly in jobs and economic growth from the
gentlelady's time has expired.
And LNG exports. I encourage my colleagues to support H.R. 1.
Wow, friends, this is unbelievable. The average retiree is losing out on almost $6,500 a year from Social Security. Top lawmakers are now trying to adjust how the next monthly benefit raise will be calculated. This change may lead to an increase in monthly benefits for millions of seniors. My dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video to hear about all of the new details. Also, I will be announcing 3 winners this Friday for the $75 Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaways, all you have to do, my friends, is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, the greater your chances, dear friends, of winning the giveaways. The purchasing power of Social Security income has plummeted since the beginning of the century. For the past 2 decades, Gallup has been polling retired workers to gauge the reliance on Social Security and Medicare. Every year, between 80% and 90% of retirees respond that Social Security accounts for a major source of income. Meanwhile, 76% to 88% of non-retirees expect to lean on their Social Security payout in some capacity when they do decide to retire. Unfortunately, data shows that the program's more than 66 million current beneficiaries are being cheated out of a significant portion of their potential income. One of the key mechanisms that makes Social Security benefits increase is its annual cost of living adjustment. So in other words, Social Security's COLA is what helps seniors, survivors, and long-term beneficiaries with disabilities maintain their standard of living as the prices for goods and services climbs over time. The tool responsible for tracking inflation for America's top retirement program is the CPIW. Before 1975, special sessions of Congress arbitrarily increased benefits for program recipients. But since then, the CPIW has done the heavy lifting on an annual basis. The CPIW was a handful of major spending categories and a laundry list of subcategories, each with their own respective percentage weightings. These weightings allow the CPIW to be expressed as a single number, which can then be compared to the previous month, year, or whatever time frame that you choose to determine if prices are collectively rising or falling. For the sake of Social Security, only the CPIW readings from the third quarter matter in determining the cost of living adjustment for the following year. While this all sounds pretty straightforward, something has gone amiss, and it's hurting Social Security recipients big time. The average Social Security beneficiary is losing out on almost $6,500 a year in income. Ideally, the CPIW is going to perfectly track the inflation all 66 million plus beneficiaries contended with during the third quarter. But the real-world data shows that this is not happening. Last year, the Senior Citizens League, a Virginia-based nonpartisan group focused on issues affecting seniors, released a study showing that real-world expenses facing program recipients have vastly outpaced COLAs that were passed along since the century began. Through March 2022, the cumulative raise passed along to the average Social Security beneficiary was 64% since the beginning of the year 2000. So, in other words, the $816 average monthly benefit that was paid in January 2000 had grown to just shy of $1,337 by the year 2022. However, due to shelter, food, energy, and medical care expenses growing rapidly over the past 2 decades, the typical expenses that seniors have faced since the beginning of the year 2000 grew by an unsightly 130%, or more than double the cumulative COLA that they received over the same time frame. According to many economists, the average Social Security check of $816 in the year 2000 would have needed to grow to about $1,877 last year, just to keep pace with the rising costs that seniors have been dealing with. In aggregate, the average Social Security check is $539 shy of where it needs to be each month, or $6,478 per year, just to keep pace with inflation since the year 2000. Without question, going from arbitrary cost of living adjustments via special sessions of Congress to an annual COLA tool with the CPIW in 1975 was a massive improvement for Social Security. The CPIW has inherent flaws that are clearly hurting the retirees who rely on their monthly benefit to make ends meet. So, dear friends, what should happen to Social Security? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. The biggest flaw with the CPIW is given away in its full name: Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers. Urban wage earners and clerical workers are usually working-age Americans who are not receiving a Social Security benefit. It means the inflationary tool responsible for passing along annual raises most years is basing those increases on spending habits of a very small percentage of Social Security's beneficiaries. That is a big problem for seniors who have a higher percentage of their expenditures tied up in shelter costs and Medicare expenses than the average American worker. Democrats have proposed switching to the CPIE, which would strictly track the spending habits of seniors and almost assuredly increase annual COLAs above their current trajectory with the CPIW. Well, my magnificent and marvelous friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this afternoon. Friends, I will be announcing 3 winners this coming Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the giveaway, my dear friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, the greater your chances, dear friends, of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed week.